Hello and welcome back to Trungle Park, where after a late pitch inspection here, it's game on between Mousehole and Wimborne Town. Mousehole come here having had a very impressive February. They've won all three of their fixtures last month and against some of the best teams in the Division 2. But Wimborne, of course, visit as league leaders. They're unbeaten in their last six. This one should be a fascinating game in the Southern League Division 1 South at Trungle Park. Hayden, game on obviously after the late pitch inspection. Big one today, of course, too, playing Wimborne, one of the best sides, if not the best side in the league. How are you feeling coming into it?
Yeah, good. I think we've got to feel confident. Obviously, it's no secret we've been on quite a good run at the minute, which obviously brings a lot of confidence to us as players. So yeah, we've just got to take it as it comes. Obviously, we'll show them the respect they deserve, being top of the league, and obviously, I think probably the favourites for the league. But yeah, we'll take it as it comes. Hopefully, put in a good performance, and then see how we go.
You mentioned those last three games, the running that's been going on in February. How enjoyable has it been to be part of that team, winning again and bringing some big results against some of the good teams in the league too?
Yeah, I think that definitely adds to it. Obviously, the teams we've managed to get the results against have been no sort of easy feat. It sort of brings a good confidence into the next games that we've got, and obviously the vibe at training's been really good as well. So it's good to sort of take it as it comes. But yeah, it's definitely helped with our confidence levels.
Hayden, plenty of goals for you this season too. Top scorer in the league, approaching 100 goals at Mousehole too. How are you feeling at the moment in terms of goals?
Yeah, good. I think, like you say, it's all confidence. I feel good in front of goal at the moment. I'm scoring a few different types of goals as well. I've mentioned midweek that I'm scoring some slightly easier ones, if you like, ones that Goldie would be proud of. But look, I'll take any goal I can get, and if it's contributing to a win, then that's the main thing.
It's half-time here at Trungle Park, and what a game of football we've had so far in the opening 45 minutes in this Southern League Division 1 South clash. It's Mousehole 1, Wimborne 1. There's been chances at either end, and both sides had brilliant opportunities to take the lead. Wimborne finally did take the lead on what looked like a stroke of half-time, but just 1 minute later, it's Kyle Fraser who produced a goal there on his first start of the season, and a brilliant celebration to go with it too. What a game we've had so far, and what a 45 minutes we've got coming up. It's all square here at half-time. Mousehole 1, Wimborne 1. Well, it's full time here at Trungle Park, and it's ended Mousehole 1, Wimborne Town 3. The league leaders have come here and they've picked up 3 points after a really strong second half performance. That first half, it was all up for grabs. Both sides put in a brilliant display, but the league leaders in that second half have condemned Mousehole there to a home defeat. Their first, of course, after those 3 wins. There's really 3 impressive wins they picked up before this game. Now, all attention turns to Cribs. It ends here. Mousehole 1, Wimborne 3. Tal, must be a difficult one to take in the end. That, of course, league leaders Wimborne. Knew it was going to be a tough one, but give us your feelings coming off the back of it.
It's pretty tough. We weren't quite good enough, but there were a lot of positives in there. I think, like with the pitch and stuff like that, there was still some good football. We had our chances. Do you know what I mean? Like they had their chances. It was one of those. I think Jake said we could have been 4-4 at half time. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those. We didn't come out as we started in the first half and the second half, but I think when we got punished, and then they're good at what they do. That's their top of the league for a reason. So I think we just got to be a bit more ruthless in front of the goal when we're on top. But yeah, it was tough, but there was still positives. I'm not too disheartened with the performance considering the pitch, but it's tough to take.
You mentioned that first half looked like such a good first half performance. Really good game between two very good teams. That second half, they've come up there, probably shown why they're league leaders. And you're right, maybe just didn't get the levels that we showed in the first half. I suppose, and you mentioned the difficult pitch, but with the last 3 games also that we've played and won there against big teams, too, I suppose you look at the first half today as well. Do you then take those positives into next week?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I think we've got to. Do you know what I mean? Like Jake said, it's easy to kind of have a reaction when you've won 3 games on the bounce. So it will be a test of character if we can bounce off after a loss. Like I said, there's positives to take. If we can have a good week in training on Tuesday and Thursday, then I think there's nothing wrong. We can bounce back, so it should be good.
Cheers, Tom. Jake. Really intense game today, of course. Brilliant first half, I thought. Second half, the league leaders, Wimborne, showed what they're really made of. What was your assessment of today's game?
Yeah, I agree. I think, listen, I think we've seen the champions there. They're really powerful. They've got a lot of good players. The boys that come from the bench are strong. You can see they're a club on the up. And, I'm still disappointed to have lost the game. That said, like I said, I'm not taking anything away from them because I think, Froome are a great side and Cribbs are really consistent. But I think they'll just have too much for everyone. They're really strong. But I didn't feel like we were consistent. Like I said, there were some really good bits first half with the win behind, but then second half, to concede when we did is so disappointing. And they were basic goals, and listen, missing Josh's Story's a massive blow because he's been magnificent. That said, I thought Brandon Purcell for me was our best player. But we said to the boys afterwards, it was a bit of a coin toss today because of the conditions and what have you. So we come out the wrong side of it, probably deservedly so. So we just brushed ourselves down and we had a good week. We had a great week in training last week. So we're going to have another good one. We've got another really difficult game here next week. Billy and Steve have got their work cut out to try and get a surface ready for next week now. So we'll try and, we'll as we always do, we'll watch it and we'll analyse it and look where we could be better. But just all eyes now on Cribbs next Saturday.
Jake, I just said the same to Tao as well. You mentioned the 3 games before that. Those were against some top sides too. To get those through in, I suppose, after the first half today as well, it doesn't demean anything that the team have done in recent weeks. Can you build on that also, of course, to defeat today with the wins before that when you go into Cribbs, another really hard game next Saturday here again?
Yeah, listen, listening to them celebrating afterwards as they should, you could tell, people don't want to play against, it's just hard to play here. And it's a big win, which is great. Our boys should be really proud of that in the Southern League, and teams, are delighted to beat us. So we've got ourselves in that position because we've been on a good run. So yeah, I said to the players, just take the momentum that we've had from those 3 games. I think if we'd said we'd get 9 points from the 4 games, you would absolutely have taken that. But I just felt like it was hard today, and we didn't, because of that, we didn't really show our best self. But then, champions, that's what they do. We did that a lot last year to teams, and they've done it to us today. And all of best wishes to them and good luck to them. But yeah, we'll dust ourselves down, go and have a good week in training this week, and prepare ourselves for another really difficult test in Cribbs. They are such a really effective and good side. Well managed, and so that'll be a tough one. So dust ourselves down, been on a good run, go and train, go work hard, getting back to high energy, high intensity, sharp dynamism that we just didn't quite have for 90 minutes today.